Hey guys, welcome back to the Joyful Candle. My name is McKenna and thank you so much for being here tonight. Happy Candle Day. It is day one of Candle Day 2025 and I'm here with my Candle Day 2025 haul. So if you guys watched my wish list, I kind of broke down what was on my wish list, what I wanted to grab today, all that jazz, all the, Candle Day exclusives that were coming out. I was able to go in store this morning at basically right at 6 a.m. I left my house around like 5:45 and got there like a minute after 6 and was able to get in and out of the store. There was multiple other people in the store, but I would say like maybe like 4 or 5 other people, not crazy by any means. I had to wait maybe a minute to check out. It was perfect, honestly, because I got to smell all the candles. I didn't really feel rushed. But yeah, there's just something about like I don't know, it's like the holiday rush kind of like you're going through, you're smelling all your candles and making sure I have everything on my list. I would say I had a pretty successful candle day. There was literally one candle that I had wanted to pick up that my store didn't have, and it wasn't that big of a deal. It happened to be the Magic in the Air specialty lid. They did not have that one. To me, it sounded like they had some at the store, but it was very limited, and maybe some employees had swiped it up the night before or something. So not a big deal at all. It was already sold out online when I checked too, like when I got back in the car, because I just figured I'm like, oh, I'll just check and see if it's online. It was already sold out. So not a big deal at all, but I would say overall pretty successful. My goal was to get out of there with 3 crates or less, so 18 candles. I went slightly over. I ended up getting 22 candles, which is more than enough. I'm kind of annoyed at myself that I went over. I really wanted to stick to the 18. Um, but I did have some gems in my store, meaning peppermint sugar cookie I found. And I also ended up really liking, like, I pretty much got everything that I talked about on my list. So I'm going to go through everything that I got, kind of sniff through with you guys. But I ended up liking some of the Candle Day exclusives more than I thought I would, and I ended up grabbing some extra backups. The funny thing is, so Snow Day was like my top, like super excited about that one. I thought I had grabbed 4 of them, but I actually ended up grabbing 5. So I'm kind of annoyed at myself because I could have been one less candle over my limit if I would have just counted correctly, but it's fine. It's a Candle Day exclusive and it sold out online already. I love the scent. I'm actually burning it right now, if you can see in the back. Um, so anyways, let's just hop right in. Let's actually start. Let me see if I can find that. I think I moved some stuff around. So maybe I'll do that at the end. But I'm just going to start grabbing things and I'll kind of go through my haul. So oh, the other thing I was going to say is I ended up using a 10 off 40. So I got 22 candles and that brought my candles down to $9.50 each. I think because I got so many candles, that's why the candle ratio was still like, if I would have gotten less candles, it would have been less per candle. But that's okay. So still got everything for less than $10. And I was able to get a free item as well. So yeah, I've got good bang for my buck here. So let's start with this one, Moonlit Goddess. This is the same collection that Magic in the Air was in that I wanted to get this really pretty lid. It's actually a lot prettier like up close. It's got this pretty little scalloping like on the side. If you guys have been watching my channel this year, I have been loving this fragrance. So I was really happy to get this one. I will say I think this packaging, like the wraparound, is kind of cheap looking, but I really love the label or the lid. So let's see here. Let me read through the notes. So we have notes of French lavender, pear blossom, and golden vanilla. This is just the most beautiful, kind of refreshing, like light and sweet, really pretty scent. This is honestly one of my favorite body care fragrances that they've come out with this year. It's supposed to be, someone said it's supposed to be a dupe of Burberry Goddess. Um, I also have heard that Vanilla Ease is supposed to be a dupe of Burberry Goddess. So, regardless, I love it. Absolutely stunning. Really pretty lid. So, was happy to grab that one. Let's do this. Let me just set these to the side so I don't talk about them twice. Next is Blueberry Sugar. See if I can get that to focus. I actually really like that they put this in kind of a neutral packaging. Usually this scent comes out in like Christmas time, and it'll be like very wintry and, you know, kind of look like a Christmas packaging. I actually kind of appreciate that they did it more neutral because I feel like I tend to burn blueberry a little bit more towards like the summer. I mean, I kind of burn it year round, but I just kind of appreciate that this is very neutral. Oh, love this one. Now, I will say Caramel Sundays still takes the cake on having the most authentic blueberry fragrances, but this is a really good blueberry, like very sugary blueberry from Bath & Body Works. This has notes of sweet blueberries, brown sugar, and graham cracker crust. I've never noticed that note before. I don't really get a graham cracker. This is like blueberries and sugar, almost like a syrup. Anyways, I think it's delicious. I have one left over from a couple of years ago, so I was happy to have another one. This one, brown sugar and fig. Okay, so I actually, sniffing this in store, I actually really liked this. And I still do. It kind of almost smells like there's like a shea note in here. I love it. This has notes of fresh fig, coconut milk, caramelized brown sugar. That's what it is. So the coconut milk in here, this reminds me of, what is that called? Is it iced coconut milk that they came out with several years ago? It's that same sort of note, but mixed in with fig and brown sugar. I really like this one. I almost now I'm thinking like, oh, maybe I should have gotten two. But one of the reasons I didn't is this one has really thick, kind of stumpy wicks. And I have a feeling this is going to burn like crap. But you never know. And it smells really nice. It also is a little bit light. Like it really kind of just smells like a nice like little coconut lotion with a little bit of fig. So really like that one. That one surprised me. I wasn't sure that I was going to like that. Honestly, a lot of these that I was like unsure of, I ended up liking. There was literally one, and it's this one, that I did not like. And if this was not in the exclusive Candle Day packaging, I would not have picked it up. Which also is like, really, McKenna, did I really need the Candle Day 2025 candle? Glacier, would you like to say hi? I'm sorry, I made you move. This is Sun Ripened Raspberry. This has notes of sweet berries, sheer sunlight, and sugar crystals. I get straight laundry on this. This has like a sun-drenched linen vibe to me. The funny thing is, when I smell it a little bit more, I get a little bit of raspberry, a little bit. I'm wondering if this will transform when burning. I don't know, but I literally like the first thing I thought of when I smelled this is like laundry. And it's totally that same sun-drenched linen vibe. So it's like, I wonder if the sheer sunlight note is that. I don't know. I don't know how this is supposed to be raspberry. It's just not my favorite. It's probably my least favorite of everything that I got, but I had to pick up this packaging. Like, how cute. Okay, so next up is, so I'm at 4 total right now. Next up is, oh, I should bring out another candle to talk about this, but this is Vanilla Buttermint. So this is one of the ones I was really excited for, and it delivered for sure. This has notes of cooling buttermint, comforting vanilla, and soft sugar. Ah, this smells so good. Okay, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, go check out my stories. But I don't know if you guys remember this. Last year, Bath & Body Works had a candle called Snowed In that actually got pulled from like all store stock, online, everything, because of a packaging issue. Basically, it was like an offensive packaging that they pulled, and it was such a bummer because the scent was so good. It essentially reminded me of vanilla and musk, with a minty, like a butter minty note kind of added in. It was delicious. It was literally like a buttermint, with a little bit of musk. It was kind of vanilla-y and butterminty. It was so good. This is it. So I'm so happy because they came back with the scent. I was literally thinking a couple days ago, like, oh, I wish they would have just rebranded, repackaged, whatever, and come out with a different scent this year, because the actual scent itself was delicious. And they did. So they smell almost identical to my nose. I actually have one. I had a couple that I had bought off Mercari because I loved the scent so much. And so anyways, I compared them, and I think they're exactly the same. Very like refreshing, nice soft mint. I do get that little bit of musk. It reminds me a lot of vanilla and musk, or marshmallow musk, which is the same scent, but it has mint in it. It's perfection. So I ended up actually grabbing 3 of these. There was only 2 on my list. My store had very few of these, so I decided to just stock up because I know I'm going to use it, and I really like scents like this, especially during the winter. So let's see here. I got 3 of those. Where did I put that? So we'll just keep rolling here. Okay, next up is, yay, Snow Day. So this is another one that I was very, very excited about. This one originally launched in 2013, I believe. Yes, 2013. So it has that little vault. Goodness, it's not focusing. But it has that little vault symbol there. This originally released in 2013. I believe this scent released and then never came back. It was like a one and done sort of thing. So I was really happy that they came back with this, because everything, all the notes on this, right up my alley. Notes for Snow Day are spruce branches, peppermint, and sweet vanilla. Oh, it's so nice. It's very tree forward. If you don't like tree, I don't think you're gonna like this. This to me smells like Christmas tree, so spruce, with the same peppermint that they use in twisted peppermint. So I think that crushed candy cane and twisted peppermint, they use like slightly different peppermints in those. This is the same peppermint as twisted peppermint, but with the spruce and a little bit of vanilla. Absolutely gorgeous. I could burn this now. I could burn this through January. Really pretty. So, and I also love the packaging. I kind of wish it was a wraparound label because I think that would be really pretty, but I think they did a good job with this. I love when they do these little, um, I don't know, it's almost like a landscape, like painting sort of thing. So I ended up meant to get 4 of these, but I accidentally got 5. One of them's burning right now. So got my fair share of that, almost got a whole crate of that, kind of accidentally. But not mad about it. So got my snow day. I'm really glad that my store had that one. And then, of course, my beloved peppermint marshmallow. Love the label. So I got 2 of these. Oh, the other thing I was going to say too is one of the reasons I kind of stocked up on snow day is look at the wicks. They're very thin. They have that kind of like metal. I don't know if it's a metal core or what it is in there. But they're kind of thin. They have that core that you can see. I knew it was going to burn perfectly. I don't know if you guys can see in that picture there. It's burning absolutely stunningly. I don't anticipate that I'm going to have any puny wicks, but you never know. So that was another reason why I was like, okay, kind of stocking up on that one. And then similar, the peppermint marshmallow has similar wicks as well, which I think the last time that peppermint marshmallow came out, which I think was like 2021, maybe 2020, they had thick ropey wicks. I do have a couple backups still, so I'd have to check and compare, but these look like different wicks to me, which is good. Oh, I love this. It's mostly marshmallow to me, with a really nice, pretty, soft peppermint. This is more like the peppermint in crushed candy cane, in my opinion. So crushed peppermint, fluffy marshmallows, and powdered sugar are the notes for this one. I agree with that. You really do I get mostly like sugary. Marshmallow, fluffy marshmallow. Oh, so good. So got 2 of those. So what am I at now? I've got a full crate, so 6 plus 5 in this crate, but then I had 2 other vanilla buttermints. So 12, that's 14. Also, I forgot to show you guys. Let's move that. I got 2 Candle Day bags. I love, 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 love the bags this year. So those are always fun to have in the house. They're great reusable bags too. Okay, I need to kind of pick it up a little bit here. Okay, let's go on to Rum Rum Reindeer. So like I said, I was not sure if I was going to like this in store, but I actually do. So this has notes of vanilla rum, pineapple bundt cake, and caramelized brown sugar. Okay, so I don't get a lot of pineapple, which is why I ended up getting this. Not that I don't like pineapple. I just didn't know that I would want it for like a holiday, especially with the name. This does kind of remind me of something. It kind of reminds me of that toffee fragrance, like the crunchy English toffee that we had not last year but the year before. It smells very, very similar. I don't get the pineapple at all, and I really don't get rum. Kind of smells like a toffee. I'm gonna have to compare that because I do have one crunchy English toffee left. It's kind of giving me those vibes. I like it. It surprised me. I thought the pineapple note was kind of throwing me off, and I thought it might smell funky, but I actually really like it. Okay, so that's 15, I think. Okay, next up is Vanilla Balsam. This is a classic. I love that they put this lid on there. So this has notes of balsam fir, frosted vanilla, snow-capped pine needles. This is a classic. This comes out every candle day. It's not always in the normal Christmas lineup. I don't really understand why, but it comes out every candle day. This is a beautiful vanilla balsam fragrance. You really get a lot of vanilla in this, which is why I like it. Although I love tree scents too, but you really get a heavy mix of that really sweet vanilla. Beautiful mix with that balsam. Really good. Okay, and then next up, Christmas Road Trip. So I was actually very pleasantly surprised by this. Based off of the notes, I wasn't sure that I was going to like it, but I actually really do. So this has notes of crisp mountain air, iced bergamot, and warm amber. Oh, this is nice. This is like, this kind of reminds me of something too, and I'm not sure what. It just has a really pretty amber in there with kind of a bright fruity element. A little bit of that, mountain air, maybe a little bit. Oh my gosh, I just don't, this reminds me of something, but I'm not sure what. I love it. Honestly, I like it more and more after I keep smelling it. It's a little bit like not cologne-y, but like kind of leans a little bit like cool air, kind of masculine a little bit. But that amber and the bergamot are mixing really beautifully. It's almost like a perfume. I love this. I'm not really sure. I feel like I'm probably going to burn this more towards winter because it's not very Christmassy, but I actually really like that. Okay, next up, I kind of went back and forth on this because I don't know that I love it enough to really have it as a candle, but it's kind of nostalgic for me. This is Moonlight Path. This is very, very much a old lady, powdery, perfumey type scent, but I mean that in the best way possible. It's very powdery. This has notes of night blooming jasmine, blue violet, sheer lavender, lily of the valley, and soft musk. But this is nostalgic for me. Like, this is 90s Bath and Body Works. I used to love this lotion. I think it's kind of comforting at night. The other one that I smelled that I really liked too was Dark Kiss. And I'm kind of wishing I would have gotten Dark Kiss too. But I also am trying to shy away from stocking up on body care fragrances because I tend to just burn them in my bathroom. And I don't know. I just have been kind of going away from those. But I'm glad I picked it up at least to try it. I think that'll be like a good transition after Christmas. Just kind of refreshing, kind of powdery, something different. Okay, so next up is Coffee and Donuts. This one is the only one that I got from the Perfect Pairings collection. Really actually surprised me. When I smelled this in store, I had very low expectations for this one. And it's actually really nice. This kind of reminds me of kind of like a glazed pastry with a cup of coffee on the side. Really, really nice. This has notes of, it says a rainy Saturday with a warm French roast and glazed donut pastry. It has kind of that typical Bath and Body Works donut accord with a really nice, like just simple cup of coffee with a little like sugary powdered glaze or something on the pastry. Almost like a like a toaster strudel kind of. This has really pleasantly surprised me. I loved it. So got that one. And then this was another one that I picked up. This is my one of my favorites of all time, peppermint sugar cookie. This one sold out really, really fast this year, so I was really happy when I saw one in my store. This has notes of crushed peppermint, vanilla extract, creamy butter, and soft sugar cookies. Oh my gosh, so good. It has the most beautiful sweet peppermint with that like a soft, fluffy sugar cookie. Sprinkle up cinnamon. Guys, I rave about this candle. I love this candle. I was so excited that they had one of these. This is a forever favorite for me. Pep Shug all the way, guys. Okay, next. So I got 2 candles in this like Sunday bar collection or something. This is glazed cherries. Kind of a cool label. This is actually silicone, which I thought was kind of interesting. That threw me off. Like it's flexible. You can't break it. Kind of a cool, kind of random, honestly. But this has notes of glazed cherries, orange lemon twist, and vanilla cream. So honestly, you guys, this is nothing to rave about. Honestly, the more that I smell this, I think I like Black Cherry Merlot better. This reminds me of Black Cherry Pop from a summer collection that we had several years ago. Kind of like a syrupy smell. It's fine. Honestly, now that I smell it a little bit more, I'm like, I kind of wish I wouldn't have picked that up. It's fine. I was gonna get the gummy candies one, but I smelled that and it really just kind of smelled like their typical like artificial, really, really sweet candy. And I just have kind of gone away from burning those types of scents. Honestly, I may exchange this. Kind of makes me sad because I love the label. But I just have too many candles that I gotta get through. But honestly, like when you're in the moment, you just kind of like, you're there, you're trying to like get everything on your list and get out. And I wish I would have actually picked up 2 of these instead, but that's okay. This is Neapolitan ice cream. Same really pretty lid. Just kind of a fun. This is almost like kind of a summery collection. This would be, I feel like this would do so well in a summer release. Yum. Really pretty. This has notes of strawberry sauce, vanilla buttercream, and milk chocolate. You really get that vanilla. You honestly get all of the notes: strawberry, vanilla, and that milk chocolate. Really creamy. The more I smell it, the less strawberry I get, but the strawberry was like very much on the top. Like I kind of got that right away. Yeah, I like this, guys. This reminds me a lot of Caramel Sundays has a candle called Ice Cream Sandwiches. Very much reminds me of that. And Caramel Sundays is non-toxic, 100% soy. So, not that I'm like completely trying to go 100% soy, but I am trying to work on that. Now, I didn't really help myself with buying 22 candles from Bath and Body Works, but you know, you gotta live a little. So, anyways, I think that's it. 22 candles, you guys. I got more than enough. I'm very, very happy with my haul. Like I said, there's a couple candles that I'm like, I wish I kind of would have just put that one back, but it's okay. I'm just extremely thankful that I even have the means to do this. And yeah, I think I ended up spending, let's see, it was a total of $223, but 100 of that I had actually used for gift cards, and I only spent $80 on the $100 gift card. I ended up doing that like Amazon deal where you buy two $50 gift cards for $40 each. So technically, I spent a little over 200 bucks for this whole haul. Honestly, it's about half of what I used to do for Candle Day, so I feel pretty good about that. I may end up returning or exchanging a couple of the ones that I'm like, I don't know about. But overall, I'm extremely happy. I would say my highlights are definitely finding a Pep Sugar cookie, vanilla buttermint, and snow day and peppermint marshmallow. So those were just like my really fun ones. I also was very pleasantly surprised by brown sugar and fig. So honestly, Rum Rum Reindeer and Christmas Road Trip were really pleasant surprises for me. Overall, I am extremely happy with my haul. I do not plan on going back in store this weekend. Um, so I'm just going to be burning and enjoying what I have. But I hope you guys had a wonderful candle day. If you guys went in early, comment, tell me what you got. It's always just kind of a fun tradition. Honestly, I was so excited for this morning. I like couldn't like I slept, but I like couldn't really sleep. Like I was so excited. So it was just a fun day. And anyways, I'm always like excited for this day, but then kind of glad it's over. I don't know if you guys understand that feeling, but I got what I wanted. I'm done shopping. I do not plan on bringing any more candles into my collection this month. I do have a couple orders, from one from Homeworks and one from Kringle, still on their way to me, but I've already accounted for those in my December like additions to my collection. So I am gonna try and go on kind of a low buy for a while. I've got some big goals for 2026 to get through my collection. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, tell me what you got. It's always fun to see everyone's hauls. So take care, everyone. Please consider subscribing and liking this video. It really helps me out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.